Hi, John. Yeah, you guys started out really strong there in the first half, similar to the San Diego game. What did you like from your team there for the first 20?
Well, I thought the guys came out. We challenged them, since the previous game. We wanted to play with a lot more effort, energy, enthusiasm. I'm not saying that we didn't play that way on Saturday, but I did feel that we could play with a little bit more effort and energy. And today we did that. I was very proud of the players for how they came out and how they stayed the course. It's a tough game against a very good team. They're well-rounded. They have many guys on their team that can make threes, and so that challenged us. But they never gave up. They kept playing hard, and really proud of them for that.
Yeah, and I know last week we talked a lot about the team's defense. How would you evaluate how the team did in that area today?
Well, I thought, we forced them to play really well. They definitely stepped up their level. They made quite a few threes. We have to get better at that a little bit. When there's two people coming together and one, all of a sudden, how there's two guys on two guys, all of a sudden one guy's wide open. That's not the way it's supposed to work, So we got to get better at that. But I thought, as a general rule, we played pretty good defense, forced them to play at a fairly high level to do well and beat us, and they did. But we didn't make it easy on them. We made it. They had to work. So I'm proud of them for that. Defense is coming along. All of the areas that we have are a work in progress, and we're just trying to get better little by little, each day, each practice, each game.
hmm And Walker was back out there tonight. How would you say his mindset and confidence was going into the game?
I think he's very glad to be out there. He's working through what it takes to come back from an injury. We're confident that he's going to be fine, but it takes a while for him to get his legs and his wind back and all of those things. He's coming along. He's going to be fine. I think he enjoyed being out there, and we certainly enjoyed having him out there. So that was a plus.
Just from a big picture standpoint, kind of in what ways do you want to make the program better when you hand the baton off to whoever comes next?
Yeah, I think our job and responsibility is to create as good of a foundation for whomever it is that comes on behind us, And I think our coaching staff is doing a great job right now. It's not showing up in the wins column, but I do think we're making progress. And so Coach Metzendorf is doing a great job with all the X's and O's. He's doing a great job on-court coaching. And so I think whoever it is that gets this program is going to have, a good assortment of players and a program and team that's ready to take another step.
Obviously over the past couple years, the big issue here has been retention of players, just people not sticking with the program. How much of a focus is that just to make sure the culture is such that the experience you're giving these guys can pay off down the road, that there's an atmosphere that makes guys want to stay? Do you feel that is part of kind of your assignment right now?
Well, I think that's the job of any coach, is to help players kind of, that quote-unquote phrase, buy in, take ownership for themselves. That's kind of where the challenge is for us, is for them to understand that this is their program. How successful do they want it to be? And if they're buying into it and taking ownership, things are going to be a lot better.
Great playing tonight. You guys started out super strong there in the first half. Can you just talk about what was going well for you guys there for the first 20?
Yeah, I think we did a good job of executing on offense. We were able to get a lot of good shots. Everyone was kind of doing their job. Everyone was passing. It wasn't as much guys trying to do their own thing. And then we were able to kind of get some stops at the beginning, which I think helped us. And I think if we could have done that more in the second half of the game, it could have been better for us too.
Absolutely. I know defense was kind of a big part of the last game and an area of focus of you guys, or for you guys today. How would you say your team's defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to do a better job of transition. They had, I think, 20 transition points, and we had 13 turnovers, so that definitely didn't help. Whenever we're set on defense and they're running their offense, I think we do a pretty good job. Other than they had a few threes coming off the screens, but other than that, I think it's just really need to focus on transition, getting back and guarding a guy.
Yeah, so yeah, and you just played them just a couple weeks ago. What did you take from that game for this one?
Yeah, I think we came out a lot better this game. I think we know that we can compete with these type of teams. We know that we have a group of guys that thinks that we can compete with these type of teams. So, I mean, the outcome sucks, but I think we did a better job of showing that we are capable of being a really good team.
Yeah, and you guys did really well with your 3-point shooting tonight, well above your season average. Can you just talk about what it was like out on the court with your 3-point shooting?
Yeah, I think, again, credit to our point guards. They did a really good job of finding us, getting us wide open shots. I mean, a lot of guys just got wide open shots, and we were able to hit them tonight. And then, yeah, just also being able to draw fouls in the post. The post guys were really getting a lot of people to guard them, so it was getting us open on the perimeter too, and that really helped us.
Absolutely.
I'm Brent Brigham. I cover a lot of Air Force sports for the Gazette. Not a lot of men's basketball anymore, but I've been around for a long time. I was kind of curious, the mindset. Like, how would you describe the mindset of the team right now as you guys are, obviously we see the results, but inside the locker room, kind of how would you assess the way things are going?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's actually a really positive mindset. Everyone comes to practice every day, plays really hard. Once again, like I said, I think we know that we can compete with these type of teams, and we know we have the guys to be able to do it. So it's just a matter of putting two halves together. It's a matter of going hard every play and continuing to bring it every day in practice. And it's going to take every guy. Like, we really need energy from every guy. Everyone's getting in the game. But I think everyone has a really good mindset, and that's what was able to also help us tonight, just everyone kind of being locked in.
And as you look forward, like, how much value do you think you guys are going to take in just getting so much experience, if nothing else, this season, and going through the lows together? I guess, how do you push that forward, and how do you think that will help?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're really young, which, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, we have no seniors. So, yeah, I think it's a big part of, continuing to improve is just getting that experience, continue to get used to playing with each other, because a lot of guys haven't played that many college basketball games. So I think as we continue to practice, continue to play with each other, continue to play against this type of competition, we'll just continue to keep on getting better.
Yeah, Caleb Walker was back out there tonight. What was it like for the team to have him back?
Yeah, I mean, Caleb's, he's really huge for us. And whenever he gets in the game, he's a really big presence in the game. So it's really nice to have him back out there. I know that he's doing everything he can to get back for the team, because I know the ankle injury he has is no easy one. So he's doing whatever he can. He's really trying to help us out in any way he can. And I think he did a really good job tonight for being out for a couple weeks and then coming back and be able to play in this type of minutes and against this type of team. He did a really good job.
First, I just want to ask about the cadet support tonight. There's obviously a lot of cadets there. What was it like to kind of look up in the stands and see that support?
That was big for us, just to see our peers come to represent us. Just try to give them a good representation of the cadet win tonight. I feel like we did that. We played hard for 40 minutes. We didn't get the result we wanted, but it was nice to see some of our peers there and play hard for them, so it was nice.
Yeah, and you had a really strong performance and have been consistently performing well. Can you just talk about what's gone into that consistency for your team?
Honestly, just coaches, my teammates believing in me, telling me to push the tempo, attack, be aggressive when I can, but I also got to know when to tone it back a little bit. Just getting various key pieces that we need involved, like Ethan Greenberg, Lucas Hoban, Wesley Husky, just getting those guys involved, like it'll be big for us. Then that, in turn, to open me up. So just getting those guys involved, and then hopefully I can be more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. You guys did really well with your 3-point shooting, particularly in the second half. Can you talk about just that aspect of your team?
We got a lot of great looks, a lot of inside-out threes we call them tonight, so that was good for us. Rhythm threes. Like I said, Ethan and Lucas, they got some rhythm threes, so that's always good for us. And then when you get something like that, then I make the long one. So just always staying composed, staying within each other, then the shots will fall. I'm not worried about that, so I feel like we did that tonight.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you've gotten more comfortable throughout the season just being on the court?
Oh, yes, ma'am, of course. At this level, Mountain West, like my teammates telling me, it's nothing like it. So I've definitely, grown as a player. And I'm just grateful for the team around me, just always pouring into me of what I can do, and I'm just grateful for that.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm Brent with the Gazette. I was in here for, I think, one game when I met you. But I guess, how would you assess the mindset right now as you guys are, going through what you're going through?
The mindset of the team is just better day by day, game by game, just always progressing through each step. Don't look at the final result necessarily, but we want to win, of course. But in the end, we want to say we competed for 40 minutes because throughout the year we've been 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and that's kind of hurt us. So just staying consistent through the 40 minutes as a team and let the chips fall where they fall, and hopefully that's a win.
I assume you've never been through anything like this as an athlete.
Oh, no, sir, it's different.
How, internally, like, how are you handling it?
Oh, it's nice. Just to have the team, the boys around me, just each and every day it's a great time, man. We might be losing, but it's smiling. You building bonds that'll last forever, so that's nice. And I call those my brothers. I love them so much, and just to go out there with them with opportunity every day, I just couldn't ask for nothing more.
And do you feel like going through this together ultimately will make it better?
It's bringing us together as a team. This is kind of a peculiar situation, but I feel like we've grown together. We've kind of connected a little bit more. It's kind of showing in our play. So hopefully that can lead to some wins. We plan for March, so just keep getting better.